Hey there, this is Piano Green and I'm going to show you how to make a great Pong game. So first, you could call your game Pong, obviously, because it's a Pong game. Now we don't need the cat, so you can delete it. We get a sprite from the the sprite library on Scratch, and it will be called Paddle here. There we go. It's right over here. Now we want it to be pointing in a vertical direction, not a horizontal direction. So we'll need to set the direction to 0. There we go. And now we can add some code. When flag clicked, I don't know why I keep saying sprite, we can go to Y0, which is in the middle row, and then X minus 220, which is around here. So if you see that, it will position itself there. Now we need to create a few variables. We can delete the my variable because we don't need it. So create one called y velocity, and it's for this sprite only. Then click OK. Don't want to show this, so you can uncheck the box. Then we can add another variable called, we don't need that for now, that's fine. So we got this variable called yv, and at the start we want it to be set to 0. Now we add a forever loop, and we do forever change y by yv. And now explain why we need to do that later. And then we get an if block, and there'll be if key up arrow pressed. Then it needs to change yv by 2. Then we can duplicate this to make things quicker, and then do the same thing, except from this should be -2, and this needs to be down arrow. So now we've got that, as you see here. If you click it up, it moves up. If you click down, it moves down. But there's one problem. It forever goes up and it forever goes down. So to make a drift effect, we need to do change yv by 0 minus yv divided by 8. Then let's see what this will do. So now it's got a drift, and then it stops. The smaller the bigger the number is, the more it will drift. Because if we do 20, you see, it drifts a lot longer. See? So we don't want it to drift too long, so I think 8 is the right number. Now we've got our sprite that the play control's working, we can now create another one and duplicating it. So this will be the opposition one. So we don't want YV on this one, so you just need to delete all the blocks which have YV. Yes. And then we need to do the X 220. So it will do opposite. So if there was a symmetry line, it will be on the opposite side. So now we got that. We can change this and we can delete this too. So we can do if Y position is bigger than Y position of ball, but we haven't created that yet, so we can do that later. Then it will change Y by 0 minus, and then we can create another one called speed. Speed divided by 3. So what the speed is divided by 3, it just does the negative version of that by doing 0 minus the block here. Now we could do the same thing, but all we need to do is swap these around. That's basically just changing this to a less than block. So now we've got this, we can duplicate this one too, and we don't want it to be the negative version of that, so it's just going to be speed divided by 3. And also at the start you can set the speed to 0. So now we've got that, we need to get another sprite from the sprite library, and it will be right here. So all you want is just any type of ball. So look, there's the baseball, basketball, and you can use lots of these. But for this one, to make it be simpler, you can just get this one. Now in the costumes, we only need one, so you can just delete all of these. Now you've got our one ball, just call it ball, because ball A, there's no ball B or C or so on. So now we've got our ball, we can do, when flag clicked, go to X0, Y0, which is the middle of the screen. We can add a forever loop, and we can do move speed. Oh yeah, and we need to uncheck this one. So we move speed steps if on edge bounce, and also if speed is less than 10, then it will change speed by 0.001. So basically it will end up with 10 being the max speed. And also in paddle 2 we don't want the speed to be 0, so that means the ball will be stopped at the start, so we can set it to 4. And the ball should point in the direction 60 at the start. So if we see what will happen in full screen, this is what will happen. Wait, oh yeah, we need to do here, I forgot to fill this in, so we need to do Y position of ball here, and the same thing here, Y position of ball. So there we go. Now this paddle should move as well. Yeah, look, so it does that. So now your sprites are moving. Well done. This is Piano Green, part 2 coming soon. Make sure you subscribe.